Hey, gorgeous lady. Okay, this might be a little crazy because I've got my 3 cute kiddos here and I'm babysitting 2 more. So I'm just going to bust this out though and share this with you because I'm so excited to welcome you on as my new assistant. So thank you for your willingness to help me. Okay, so I'm going to try to keep this like super jam-packed, super fabulous, super user-friendly for you so that you can refer back to this as often as you need as a reference, as a guide to how to do all the things that I want you to do. Okay. So I'm not going to tell you all my logins and passwords here in this email, like in this video, just in case they change. So, but just as soon as you're done watching this, just message me like, okay, I'm ready for your login and passwords. Okay. So you're going to need my email login and password. You're going to need my Flowdesk login and password. You're going to need my Facebook and my Instagram login and password. Okay. Because those are going to be the places that I'm going to have you in a lot. Oh, and my Teamsy login and password. Okay. So just make sure that you like ask me for those 5 passwords. Okay. So just text me 801-310-5914 and say like, hey, yo, I need your login and password for, again, that's email, Flowdesk, Facebook, Instagram, Teamsy. Okay, cool. And yeah, I think I was going to say even my Beachbody stuff, but I don't think you'll need my Beachbody login stuff. Okay. So the first thing that I need your help with, and all these things that I'm like delegating to you, I'm a huge believer in John Maxwell's quote, like if anybody else can do the things 80% as well as you, then you shouldn't be doing them. You should delegate it and you should be spending your time doing the things that only you can do and someone else can't do as well as you, right? So all these things that I'm delegating to you, they're like the income producing activities that are super essential for the growth of my business. So that's why I'm like, I want them to happen and they don't necessarily need to happen by me. And I heard one time, like one of the like really high up coaches that I super love and admire, someone asked her like, how do you feel good about like delegating all of those tasks to an assistant? And she was like, well, to me, honestly, like I want to spend my time and my energy pouring into the people who have paid me, my customers and my coaches. I don't want to spend all this time and energy pouring into people on social media when they're not my clients and my customers. I want to save my time, my energy, me for my people. So that's exactly what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to save my time, my energy for my clients and customers and let you take over on the social media side of things. I'm still going to post. I'm still going to do my stories. I'm just going to have you do the things that like you can do 80% as well as me. Okay. So first and foremost, I need help with my email. I suck at checking my email. I don't, whatever. It just is what it is. I need help. Okay. So if you will just like check my email every single day and then just star anything that's important. And I will go in every day, look at the starred things. I'll unstar it once I've read it, and then we'll just go from there. And that will be really helpful. I'm going to clean it out. I'm going to ask for your help in cleaning it out. Just unsubscribing from all the things that don't matter. So if you ever see like a junk mail pop in that you're like, I don't really think she wants this. Okay, cool. Then just unsubscribe. Like feel free to unsubscribe from it. And I would just love your help in checking those emails, starring them, or honestly, maybe we don't even star. Maybe you just delete all the ones that don't matter and then just mark as unread the ones that actually matter to me. And you don't have to star them, just mark them as unread. Cool. So that's the first thing that I want you to be helping me with every single day. And yeah, at the beginning, it might be a little daunting because I've gotten super behind and there's a lot of unread emails. But at this point, it's like you can literally just mark them all as read and it's going to be fine. Right. Okay. Hi. Up next, the next thing I want you to do is help me with my Facebook messages. There's a whole bunch of groups that I'm in for coaching and challengers. I want you to leave those to me. I want to be in my groups, like I said, giving my energy to my clients and my customers. So if it's any like groups, don't worry about those. But if it's individual messages, I want you to reply to them. And if there's ever like I don't really know how to respond to this, screenshot it and text it to me and I'll respond to it, or I'll tell you how to respond to it or whatever. Same thing on Instagram. I want you to go through a lot of my Instagram messages are just like people who liked a message that I sent them, or they're resharing something that I tagged them in, or they're commenting on a story and it's like, cool, but I don't necessarily like have to see it and respond to that. There's hardly ever like anything that's like actually requires my response, right? So if there is though, I'm going to teach you how to do collections. Okay. So this is something that pay attention to, because I'll have you do this again in a little bit with my income producing activities that you'll do on a daily basis. So pull up your Instagram, and how to do a collection is I'll like go to a message. Okay. So if you see and you're in messages and you see something that's important, just go to their name, you click it at the top, and then you can click any picture, click their picture, click the bookmark next to it. And then I'm going to create a collection right now that says messages, and we'll just leave it at that. It'll just say messages. Okay. So when you find someone who's like, okay, you really need to respond to this because I don't know what to say in Instagram. If it's on Facebook, just screenshot it and text it to me. If it's on Instagram, put it in the messages collection. Okay. So that when I have some free time, I'll go through it. I need to respond to this person, and I'll go click on that chat. Okay. So if somebody said something that you're like, oh, Bryn really needs to see that, click into the message, click their name, click a picture, click the bookmark, and then just click save to messages, right? And that's it. So Bryn needs to see that. She needs to respond to that. There you go. That's Instagram. Okay. Other than that though, just go through my messages. If it's a reply to story, just like do as you feel appropriate. Like at least like it, because that's what I would do, right? Like at least heart their comment with a double tap, or you can respond back and like, woohoo, you're amazing, right? Or whatever. If they mentioned me in their stories, you can just go ahead and upload it to my stories, unless it's like I tagged them and then they're mentioning me back. You don't need to like share that again. I think that gets really redundant, and then you're like, okay, stop it. Right. So if I mention them and their reply is just like, they mentioned that I mentioned them, cool, you can stop. What happened? What happened? What happened? Hey, I can't help you if I don't know what happened. What happened? Come here. Okay. Struggle is real. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense. If that doesn't make sense, ask me for further clarification. But if they mentioned me in their stories, Spirit Week, workout, podcast, something, just feel free to reshare it, and you can add a GIF to it if you want, type thing. Or actually, you know what? I'm going to retrace my steps. Never mind. If someone mentions me in their stories, just tag them, put it in messages, put it in that messages thing, and I'll just go make sure to go through so that I can reshare or say or GIF or whatever, what I feel appropriate. Because I do want to stay on top of what I share with social media. So never mind, ixnay that. Okay. So just put them in my collection for messages, and I'll make sure to go check. Yep, it's all gone. I'll make sure to go check that out. Cool. Okay. All right. And again, like anything, if you have any questions, just let me know. Yes. Okay. Next thing that I'm wanting you to do is add to my network, both on Facebook and on Instagram. So my favorite thing to do on Facebook is I do 25 on each platform every day, Monday through Friday. Okay. So 50 people total, 25 on Facebook, 25 on Instagram. And what I like to do is on Facebook, I'll teach you first. So you just literally go to the search bar up here and you click birthdays today. Okay. So then I'll go through this, and you're going to do this. You're going to connect with all the birthdays today. So I'll just do it today to like show you what it looks like. But you literally just type in birthdays today and then go to like Heather Smith Craven is the first one. So I'll have you download this app called Ditto. And I'll share all my scripts with you so that you don't have to write your own. You literally just copy and paste what I always do. And you can just send it, right? Like 80% as well as me. You can copy paste what I already wrote. Okay. So you literally just, happy birthday, my gorgeous friend. I hope you have a wonderful day. And the Ditto keyboard, it saves. I know there's a terrible glare, but it just saves in your keyboard like an emoji thing. So you just like click the count keyboard, and then you just literally click send. Okay. So this is me connecting right now, which I'm going to have you do every day, 20 connections. but I'm just kind of, this is my flow of how I do work stuff. Okay. So first up, I do birthdays. So I go to Facebook, type in birthdays today, and then I do this. And happy birthday, my gorgeous friend. This person is someone who didn't say anything last year. So I'm not going to follow them anymore. And this is how I add to my network on Facebook, actually. So then I go out of her and I'm like, well, I friended her for a reason. Maybe I thought she was awesome. I'm going to remove her as a friend because she didn't say anything when I wished her a happy birthday last year. So either one, that means she's not on Facebook very much. Two, she's not on Facebook Messenger very much. Or three, she's not a very nice person because I wished her a happy birthday and she didn't even like it. She didn't say thank you. She didn't, nothing. Right. So all three of those reasons, I'm like, I don't really, I'm almost maxed out on friends on Facebook. You can only have 5,000 and I'm like constantly at the like 4970 mark. So I'm always looking for like, no, I'm going to remove you as a friend and I'm going to make room for new friends. Right. So before I unfriend her. Yes, sweetie.
John said I can't play.
Why?
Because I always tell John.
Say, my mommy said you need to let me play, please.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, but before I unfriend her, I'm going to go to friends. I'm going to click her friends, and then I'm going to go to suggestions. And then I literally don't overthink it. If it's a picture of them, a profile picture of them or them with their spouse or them with their kids, I'm going to add them because we have something in common. They love themselves, they love their spouse, or they love their kids. And I literally just do that. Only females, 25 people. Yes, sweetie.
Lila and Amelia were playing hide and seek, and Lila and Amelia are like cheating. Yeah.
What does that mean? How are they cheating?
Because like they know where we're hiding, and then they're trying to secret where we're hiding.
Okay, girls, if you're not gonna play right, then you don't get to play. Okay, you have to follow the rules. Okay.
Oh, I know.
Okay, so go let them play with you, please. And if they break the rules again, just tell me. Okay. Okay, go play and don't.
Can I go back to my house? Our garage is open.
If you want to, sure. John.
Yeah.
Let's actually have you stay here, dude, because I think your mom is trying to do stuff and I don't know if she wants to leave again.
Nope.
So let's just hang out here until 11, okay? Thanks, dude. Okay, sorry. So yeah, I literally just did that while they were talking to me. So I really wasn't being that good of a listener, but it's fine. So I literally just like, oh, it's a profile picture of either you with your spouse or you with your kid. You're getting a request from me, and not everyone approves, and that's okay, right? So you're gonna do that. So now I'm just gonna go back, and I did that already. Okay, so sweet. I already added 25 people on Facebook. Check. I don't need to do that again today, but I'm going to still continue to add people birthday. But first I'm going to unfriend this person because she didn't respond to my birthday message last year. Okay, but then I'm just going to keep going. So now I'm going to wish Alexa a happy birthday. Yay. Oh, wow. She didn't say anything last year either. So I'm going to unfriend her, but I'm not going to go look at her friend list this time. I'm just going to unfriend her because Facebook like freaks out. If you add too many friends, they think you're a robot. So because I already did it and I found good people, then I'm just going to keep going down my list and just unfriend people who didn't say anything, right? Because I don't want to get locked in Facebook jail. So yeah. And then if you ever find someone who like, oh, the last thing I sent to them wasn't a birthday message, it was actually like a message, then I would screenshot them because later you're going to add them to Teamsy. Okay. So I'm making a note of that to teach you about that. So just if you come across someone that you're wishing them a happy birthday and you like have actually talked about stuff, I just always like to screenshot it and just make sure they're in my Teamsy. Okay. So that I don't forget about them or drop the ball on them. Okay. So I'm literally just going through pushing message, pushing happy birthday. Oh, you didn't respond last year. I'm going to unfriend you unless unless we've talked business stuff in the past. Or challenge group stuff. If we haven't, okay, I'm unfriending you, but I'm not going to add your friends. If you ever go to a profile where you're like, okay, I'm unfriending this person, but I'm not finding 25 people who like I think Bryn would like, then do not add them. Add as many as you can. that do look like my person, and then just leave it at that. And then you can keep going as you unfriend other people to find the rest of the 25. So I just like keep tally marks when I'm doing it that way, that I'm like, okay, the first friend I unfriended, I only found like 4 people in the suggestions that I actually wanted to friend. Okay, so now I still need to do 21 more people. So I'm going to go through, wish people happy birthday. Okay, I found another friend to unfriend. Go look at their suggestions. Okay, I found 21 more. Okay, sweet, I got my 25 in. Or maybe you like got it from 4 different people. Hopefully that makes sense. If that doesn't make sense and you need further clarification, let me know. But just make sure like to find 25 quality people, not just like, I'm just going to find 25 people from the first person I'm unfriending, even though they're crappy people. You know what I mean? I don't want crappy friends. So yeah. And then if you're like going through the birthday messages though, and everybody has been super responsive and everybody replied, so you're like, well, I don't have anyone to unfriend. Now, how do I go find someone to add to her network? That's typically, I'll give you a list of people. I'll just tell you their names right now. So I really like, there's a couple of friends that I'm like, you know what, I really like her and I really like her people. So I'll typically just go to those friends pages, go to their suggestions and see if there's any new suggestions of friends. So one of them is Frazier Rice, F-R-A-Z-I-E-R, first name, last name Rice. So I'll go to her page, I'll look at her suggested friends and I'll add her friends because I really love her. I really want her to coach with me one day. So I like to add her friends. Another one is Rachel Cisneros. So Rachel, and then last name Sisneros. Again, she's another person that I like to go to her suggestions, add her friends. Another one is Jen Kilpack, Jen space Kilpack, just like they sound, right? But one word. And go to her suggestions, add her friends. Yeah, that's basically the 3 that I go to because I really love them. And Jen and Rachel have been on my team before, but they both quit. So now I'm like, okay, well, I'm really going to add your friends because I really like you and I want you to come back, but you're not coming back and it's okay. So, so yeah, if I don't find people the first way, like the unfriend birthday way, then that's how I'll do it. I'll just go to one of those 3 profiles, see if they have any new friends. And another one that I forgot about is Alex Lamoureux. Alex, actually, I think her friends. Let me look it up real quick. Alexandra Nebuchadnezzar Lamoureux. So yeah, you go to her profile suggestions and add her friends. So yeah, those are the 4 people that I really like to do that with. So that's adding to your network and connections. So, but there's a little bit more to connections because like I said, I want you to do, sorry, I got to reset this alarm so it doesn't keep going off on me. Okay, I'll open it for you. That's only a handful of how I do my collection or my connections every day. So every day I want you to add 25 people on Facebook and 25 people on Instagram. I'll get to Instagram in just a sec. And then I want you to do 20 connections. Okay. And I always start with birthday messages like I just showed you. Birthdays today. Wish those people a happy birthday with the ditto script that I'll send you. Okay. And then if it's a Friday, and I don't want you to work Saturdays and Sundays because I don't work Saturdays and Sundays. So I just want you to take the day off, like Monday through Friday. Cool. No Saturdays, no Sundays. Yes, sweetie. Yep. Go play. And then if it's a Friday, I always like to wish the people on Saturday and Sunday a happy birthday in advance. And then I have a script that just says it's like, happy birthday tomorrow. Do you have any fun plans? I hope you have a great weekend, right? Happy birthday on Sunday, right? Do you have any fun plans? I hope you have a great weekend, whatever, right? So you just wish, so on Friday, you get those 20 connections in really easy, if not more than 20, because of all the people who have a birthday Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, right? But Monday through Thursday, most of the time, birthdays today does not equal 20 connections. Sometimes it does, but a lot of the times it doesn't. So like today, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was just, well, it was more than that because I unfriended a whole bunch of people. So it was like 10 probably because I unfriended several people who didn't say anything last time. So about 10 people. So now I'm going to go over to Instagram to finish my connections. Okay. So go over to Instagram And when you're in Instagram, just on the main profile, you click on my face when you're logged into my account, and then click the three dots up here. And then you go to saved. It's got like a little bookmark by it. And these are where you'll find all my collections. So that one I just created about like messages, that's where that went. Okay. But there's one that's called the month that's after this. So when I'm recording this for you, it's July, right? So I have a collection right now called August Connect. So when I add to my network in July, I am putting them in my August Connect to like, I want to connect with these people in August. So the people in my July Connect are the people that I added to my network from Instagram in June that I want to now connect with in July. So like for today, for example, I connected with 10 people on Facebook for birthday messages. Now I want to connect with 10 people on Instagram to build both platforms, right? So I'm just going to go into my collection. I exited out of it for some reason. So now I'm going to scroll down to July Connect, right? And I always like to make a note of where I left off. So when you're going in here, these are all the people that I added in June to connect with in July. And you just make a note of like, okay, where did I end yesterday? And now I need to make up for 10 more because I wish 10 people a happy birthday on Facebook. I want to do 20 connections total. So I'm going to find 10 people and I literally just like, okay, this is where I left off yesterday. It's her turn. I'm going to click in. I'm going to click her name and then I'm going to see her stuff. If she posted something new, I want to go like it, comment on it. If she has stories, I want to watch them and like send a reaction or a comment to at least one. Okay, cool. I'm done with her. Callie, sweet. 9 more to go. And then you click the back arrow, click the next face, click her name. Okay, sweet. Now I'm going to, if she does a new post, okay, I'm going to like it, comment on it, and watch her stories if there are any. Sweet, done. And if there's no stories, then just like, comment on the most recent photo, get out of there. If there's nothing and there hasn't been anything for a long time, there's no stories and there hasn't been a post since like March of 2020. That's when I go to that picture that they did. And I'm like, okay, let's click her name. Let's see. She did this 5 days ago. Sweet. I'll keep her in my collection. But let's say that was the last thing she posted, August 6th, 2020. She's going to get removed from my collection because it's really hard to build a relationship with someone who doesn't do anything on Instagram, right? So that's when I would just go to her page, unclick that bookmark and just remove her from my collection because there's nothing to connect with, right? So, and then you just keep going, keep doing that in the collections, one post, at least one story reply, either a reaction or a comment, and then get out of there, go to the next person. So I can typically do 20 connections in 20 minutes, sometimes more. Because I'm just super fast and super focused at it. So like literally sending those happy birthday messages, like I can whip out 10 birthday messages in about 5 minutes. And then it takes me about like 15 minutes to connect with 10 people that way. Okay. And I'm going to be paying. So the way that I'm doing the payness is I'm asking, okay, how long would it take me if I was super focused and super intentional? Okay. And then I'm going to pay $15 an hour just because I really want to like, for me, I really want to be efficient with my time. And so like, for example, I've had assistants in the past where like they need to make graphics for me and graphics are their jam. So they get super excited about them, but it takes them 2.5 hours to make some graphics that literally take me about 10 minutes because they like it and it's fun. And so if I pay by the hour, okay, now I'm paying you $35 or $40 for something that literally would have taken me 10 minutes. Because I don't care about it that much. You know what I mean? So that's why I want to pay by the task, just to emphasize like, done is better than perfect. Like it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be glorious. It doesn't have to be glamorous. I just want it to be done. Okay. So yeah. So this, all the like add, connect, invite, and follow up, which I'll get to, it's called your power hour and it takes about an hour. So I'll pay you $15. Hey, I will hold you. Just talk to me. Wait, will you go get that book from Ellie? I don't want her to rip it. I'm sorry. Hold on. Ellie, where'd you go? I need that book. Here, switch. Ellie, you can hold it. Okay, sorry. Okay, so I've told you how to add on Facebook and connect on Facebook and connect on Instagram. And again, if you have any questions, please, please, please feel free to ask. So how I add on Instagram is I literally just go to my Explore page. Sorry. What do you need? So I just go to my Explore page, which is that little like search bar. Okay. So click the search bar. Oh, and one more thing about like unfriending people. If you're going through the bookmarks and like my collections of people to connect with, and you're like, I don't think Bryn wants to be friends with this girl, feel free to unbookmark them and unfollow them. Okay. Because a lot of the times I just do this really quickly, like I'll show you in a second. And when I unfriend them or unfollow them is when I'm connecting with them, that I'm like, ooh, actually, you swear a lot, or you don't really have the same beliefs as me, and you're probably going to be offended when I talk about Heavenly Father and Jesus a lot. So maybe let's not be friends, because I don't think you'd like me, and I don't think I'd like you either. And really, truly, what like I narrow it down to is, and this might sound creepy, but would I be willing to share a bed with them at Summit? Because we do a lot of team building stuff. We do a lot of retreats. We do a lot of like, we share hotel rooms when we go to Summit and stuff like that. And legit, like, would I be willing to share a bed with that person? If the answer is no, okay, then I'm not even going to add them as my friend, right? And maybe I did add them as a friend, and that was a mistake, and now I'm going to unfriend them because maybe I just wasn't paying close enough attention when I added them, right? So yeah, just feel free to unfriend, unbookmark anybody that you like, right? So I'll just leave that to your discretion. Okay, so now adding on Instagram, Explore page. I just typically go to like, which picture is catching my eye right now? Okay, cool, that one. This cute mom and her little boy. Okay, and there's only 154 likes. Sweet. That's exactly what I want. If I click on one in my Explore page that like, let's just whatever, I'm gonna click this one. There's 661 likes on that one. Not necessarily what I'm looking for, because that person's probably an influencer who gets a lot of likes. I get like about 150 to 200 likes on my stuff. I'm trying to find people like me. Okay, not like crazy awesomes. So yes, I click that. Okay, sweet. She has 154 likes. Now I just go into the people who liked it, and I literally just click follow with the exact same criteria. Okay, so, okay, this is you and your daughter, follow. And it says requested. Sweet. Okay, this is you, requested. This is you and your daughter. Okay, sweet. And it says following. Okay, so on Instagram, it's a little different. That's when I'm going to add her to a collection. If it says requested, they're a private account and I can't add them to a collection. If it says following, they're public and I can add them to a collection. So if it says following, hey, go, Amelia, go out and sing peace. Go out. If it says following right away, then go get it. If it says following, I hope you can hear me. Amelia, go out or I'm turning it off. Thank you. Okay, click their name. And then, and this is if it says following right away, literally click any picture. It doesn't even matter. Okay. I like to click the last one just to make sure, like, did they actually post recently? Okay. Yeah, that was June 20th. Click that bookmark, save to collection. And because I'm recording this in July, I'm going to click August connect. Okay. So when I do my connections, I go to the month that it is. When I'm adding to my network, I add them to the collection that's the month following this. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. So now I'm just going to keep going. Okay. No, that's an emoji. I don't want to add you. Okay. You and your husband requested. Sweet. So that's 4 people so far. 5. Okay. I'm following you. Go to your page. Click the last picture. Click the last picture. Sweet. Save to collection. August connect. Okay. Go back. Holly Marie following. Sweet. Okay. Bump. Click it. Add to August. And it literally doesn't even matter what picture you click on. Kendra, follow, requested, follow, requested, follow, requested. And that's just a picture of her little girl. Super cute, but I'm not going to follow you because it's not you. You're not in the picture anywhere. So, nah. Requested, request or following. Okay. Click the picture, add them to August Connect, right? So type thing. If it's a boy, don't follow him. I just want girls. You're just adding 25 people. You don't have to add 25 people to the collection. Okay. So I just did, let me go back and count. I like to do tallies when I have two hands to do this, right? I just do tallies as I go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 people. That was 12 people in that time that I showed you. I only added about 5 people to my collection, but I requested to follow 12. Okay. And so you're just requesting to follow 25, whether or not they approve. And you don't need to worry about like, okay, once they approve, you don't need to do anything with them. I never do anything with those people. I don't do anything. I don't worry about it. I just add the people that immediately let me follow them to my collection. And those are the people that I connect with. So you don't need to worry about like going back and adding the people that approve later to a collection. It's okay. Okay. Maybe we'll figure that out down the road, but as of right now, I'm not worried about it. Okay. So that's adding to my network on Facebook and Instagram and connecting with people on Facebook and Instagram. Okay. So the next piece I'm going to have you do is inviting. Okay. So, and all of these things are my power hour, my income producing activities. These things matter. Okay. So like they need to happen every single day. Okay. And you got to let me know if you're going out of town, like pretty much everything I'm giving you like needs to happen. I'm giving you the stuff that's like, I'm trusting you with my baby, basically. And I've been a coach for 6 years and this is the first time I've ever delegated this because it's my baby and it's the stuff that really matters and it needs to happen. Right. So please, 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 if I can just stress at all, like this stuff is important. So please do it. Okay. So, yeah. And if you're uncomfortable doing it or whatever, like you got to tell me so that I can either help you figure it out or find somebody else. Love you, but I need this done. So, cool. Okay. So inviting them. I like to invite from my workout stories. So if you don't know how to do that, so you just go, I haven't posted today's workout stories yet. I'm a little behind on my stories, but so we'll just go from yesterday's. Okay. So you can see story viewers for 48 hours. So as of right now, it was 24 hours ago that more than 24 hours ago that I posted my story workout. So I can't invite from yesterday's stories. So if that ever happens to you, I would just go to archive, like click those 3 dots, go to archive, and I can see things that have been posted forever. And you can see viewers for up to 48 hours. Okay. So I'm going to go to my workout story from yesterday. I'm going to click it and I'm going to see, okay, who viewed it. So yesterday I did 3 workout story or just 2, I guess. So I'm going to do the second one because there's always less viewers on like multi workout stories. And the people who watch both are the people I want to invite. Okay. So I'm literally just going to click those 3 bubbles down here that says seen by 318. And then I'm going to go into their profile. It's going to take you a minute to like figure out like, oh, this person's already one of her customers. Oh, this person's already a coach. Oh, this person's one of her coach friends. Oh, this person's one of her coaches, whatever. So just, you'll start to recognize and realize people's names. It's okay because they're being quiet. You can be in here too if you're quiet. So just try to pay attention to my story watchers so that like down the road, you're not like having to re-click into the same person. You just remember like, oh yeah, that person is, I'm not even going to click their name because I know that they're one of Bryn's customers or coaches already. Okay. So like, she's one of my customers already. She's a coach friend. And I know you don't know that, but you will, right? So I'm going to pick this person. I'm going to click into her. First, I'm going to look at her profile. I'm going to see her stuff. Okay. It doesn't look like she's a coach already, or even if she is a customer, she might be a customer to someone else, but it's not very apparent. I don't see any sweaty selfies. I don't see anything that looks like she's already a coach or anything. No, go ask Colin or John. So I'm going to click in our message history. Now I'm just going to quickly scroll and see. Go ask Colin or John, please. I'm going to just quickly scroll and see if we've already had a conversation about anything. And if it's been a few months, so like this person, I invited her in February. Okay. And I just said like, hey, I noticed you're watching my stories, whatever. And like, I invited her and she said, oh, I'm just a supporter. I'm doing great. Thanks. So now it's July. It's been 5 months. Things change, right? So I'm going to send her another invite, but it's going to sound a little different. And I have invite ditto scripts that you can choose appropriately, right? I cannot do this right now. I am talking to my friend. You can go ask John or Holland, or you can wait. Okay. So when you go into ditto, you'll just click into invite and then you'll just send something along the lines. Like you'll find the one that says like, hey girlfriend, I notice you are still watching my stories. I just wanted to check in again. Are you still just supporting and loving on me, or are you interested in doing this health thing with me? Either way, I love you. I see you. I appreciate you. Type thing. Okay. So like my invite says something along those lines. Okay. So that was one invite. Oh, I want 10 invites a day from my workout stories. Okay. So then I'll go to the next person, click on our message history. Okay. Oh, this person, we talked about being an assistant or whatever. Oh, actually, never mind. This person is already one of my sister's coaches. Okay. Never mind. Cool. Go back. Okay. This person, right? Oh, I invited her, but it was back in November of 2019. So yeah, I can definitely invite her, and I'll probably just send the normal invite that I send to everyone, which is just something along the lines of like, hey, beautiful lady, thank you for watching my stories. Are you watching my stories because you're like the best cheerleader and friend ever? Or do you want to do this health journey with me? Either way, I love you, I see you, whatever. Like basically what I just said, except for I don't say the like, are you still just cheering me on part? Right? So, but I'll give you all my scripts. So you just send those people 10 of them a day, 10 invites a day to either new people or people who I've invited before, but it's been at least like 4 to 6 months, 4 months or more. If it's been less than 3 months, I don't invite them. I just like, no. They're still watching, but whatever, I'll give them more time. Right. So, but if it's been like 4 or more months, then I'll send them that, like, are you still just cheering me on one? Or if they're like brand new people, I'll send them the original one. Okay, cool. Or if it's, yeah, that's basically, we'll just leave it at that. Cool. So 10 of those a day from my story watchers. And you can do that on Instagram or Facebook because there are Facebook watchers too. So you can send those 10 invites on either platform. Okay. So I don't care, just 10 a day. Okay. Then follow-ups, which is I'm going to have you do, this is like multifaceted. Okay. Let's see. So I'm just making a note. Okay. So when you go to follow-ups, I want you to do at least 5 a day, like at least. Okay. I really want to get to the point. My Teamzy is a mess right now, and I really want your help in getting it more organized. But I want you to do at least 5 follow-ups a day. So you literally just log into my Teamzy, see who it says to follow up with those people. And it says like our chat history. So it says like, were we talking on Instagram? Or were we talking on Facebook? Or were we talking via text? And if we were talking via text, I'm about to get a texting service that you can sign into from anywhere and mass text a whole bunch of people at the same time. So you'll be able, whoa, if I understand it correctly, you'll still be able to text from your phone if you're signed into my account from your phone, and it'll still look like it's coming from me, even though it's being received as a text. Okay, so we'll have to play with that, but yeah, then I just want you to follow up with 5 people every day as part of the power hour. Okay, but then in addition to that, this is going to be something separate. So that's the thing that's like $15 an hour. Add 25 people on Facebook and Instagram, connect with 20 people on Facebook and Instagram. And I didn't say like, if it was 13 birthdays on Facebook, now I'm doing 7 connections on Instagram. If it was 19 birthdays on Facebook, now I'm doing 1 connection on Instagram. If it was 3 birthdays on Instagram or birthdays on Facebook, now I'm doing 17 connections on Instagram. So always start with birthdays and then make up the difference to 20 on Instagram. Okay. So the add, connect, invite from the stories, and follow up, that's what I'm going to pay you $15 an hour. And if you're super focused, I have legit done all of those tasks in like 35 minutes. I think my record is like 26 minutes or something to do all of those tasks that I just said. If you're super focused, you can whip it out. Okay. What's going on? Can you ask her nicely? Amelia, please share. You've had a long turn. We have another one. Go get it downstairs. Amelia, share that one with Elila, please. Okay, you can hand it to her or I will take it from you. 5, 4, 3, 2, thank you. It's her turn, okay? Okay, so next part that I'm gonna have you do, and this is gonna be separate, distinct on its own. Okay. So I don't know how long it takes because I've never done it. I've always had my assistant do it. but I would guess, let's just say it's gonna take 2 hours. Okay, so I'm gonna pay you $30 for this task that I'm about to tell you. She's fine because she's in here. Please go play. So I have a collection on Instagram called follow-ups. Okay. So every beginning of the month from the 1st to the 5th, I want you to go in there and follow up with them. And I'll send you a new message every month at the end of the month to be sent starting on the 1st. That just says like, I'll write a new one every month because it'll highlight like the program that's coming out or the program I'm about to do or a sale that's happening or whatever the focus is that month. And then I want you to send it to all the people in my follow-up collection on Instagram so that everybody gets added to, sorry, I just thought of something that I want you to do and I'm writing it down, but it's like a separate task. It's not a like everyday task. Okay. So you'll just go through that collection and just copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, or ditto, 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 send, 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 send. And it's literally just going to be, yeah, exactly, baby. It's just going to be the thing that I send you and you'll send it to all the people in there, but there's a lot of people in there. So that's why I say like, it might take an hour, it might take 2 hours to just send it to everybody. Okay. And that's, if you get it all done on the 1st, okay, cool. I just want it done by the 5th for sure. Okay. So that they have like all month to see it, to get started with me and whatever. Cool. Okay. So, and then on the last, Amelia, what happened? I swear they're always good. Of course it's right now that, what? Okay, then just stay in here with me and Alila, but be nice to Alila. Okay. On the last day of the month, if you have extra time or whatever, I would love it if you could do at like on the last 2 days of the month. It would be so rad if you could like set aside time on the last 2 days of the month that just says, and I can send you another script for that too. That's again to that same follow-up collection. It's like, hey, beautiful lady, I just wanted to check in one more time. Because it's the last day of the month, I always like to give my people a personal development book if they decide to say yes to themselves now so that we can start August strong, right? So sending that message. So they're getting at least 2 follow-up messages from me every single month. At the beginning of the month with like, hey, this is what's going on. And at the end of the month with like, hey, it's almost over. Like, are you going to do this with me type thing? So yeah. And if you go through in the, when you're connecting with people every day, this is gross, please don't take it. When you're doing connections and if you run out of people for some reason, that's a great place to go to do connections, is in the follow-up collection. Just connect with those people and comment, watch their stories, etc. Okay. No, it's not your turn. You had a long turn. Okay, I'll tell you when it's your turn, Amelia. Okay, come here. Lila, will you get Elliot toilet paper, please? Okay. Amelia, will you go get Elliot toilet paper, please? Thank you. Okay, so that is follow-ups. And then, yeah, that's follow-ups. Cool. Okay, then for invites, there's a separate thing, and I'll pay you $15 for this because it shouldn't take more than, actually I'll do $15 for Facebook, $15 for Instagram, because between the 2 platforms it might take about 2 hours. Thank you, sweetie. So we'll just say $30 for both, or $30 because I really want you to do it on both. I hope you can hear me. So anytime I do a transformation post, you do the same thing that I just taught you for inviting from stories. You just like, okay, who liked it? Go into their profile. Are they already a coach? Let's see our message history. Have we already chatted about it? Did they tell me no? Right? Like whatever. But did they tell me no a long time ago, or did they tell me no recently? Okay. And just sending them a message to follow up with them. Or did they tell me no, like, please leave me alone? Okay, then don't send them an invite, right? But if it was like a soft no, like, no, not right now, right? Okay, then I'm going to check in if it's been 4 to 6 months to see if they're now interested. And I'll share that invite with you, but you're sending an invite to absolutely everyone who liked or commented on my transformation photos, both on Facebook and on Instagram. And I do a transformation photo typically once a week. So I like to make it the top 9 of my Instagram pictures so that if I ever get a new follower, they see a transformation photo, it catches their eye really quickly, right? So sometimes that's once a week, sometimes that's once every 2 weeks, but just like, no, oh, she did a transformation post. Okay, I'm going to give it a day to like stop all the likes and comments and whatever ish, maybe 2 days at the most. And then I'm going to invite all those people. Okay. I like to typically do it the next day. That's my prime time. And then it just says like, hey, I noticed you showed me some love on my photo yesterday, my transformation photo. Like, are you just loving on me or do you want to do this with me? Either way, I love you. I see you. I hope you're having a great day type thing. Okay. Okay. Last couple things and then I will let you go. But hopefully this is helpful. And again, you can like revisit this anytime you need. So there's a way on Instagram, they took my phone, but there's a way on Instagram. If you go to your followers or the people you're following, there's a way to see like your least interacted with. And you can only have 7,500 people you're following on Instagram. And I'm almost maxed out on Instagram as well. So, if you'll just go like, honestly, like set a timer for 5 minutes a day, just go to the people I'm following, set a timer for 5 minutes, see the least interacted with people and just unfollow for like 5 minutes and then call it good. Just do that Monday through Friday. So that I can keep my Instagram. I can continue to add people on Instagram because I'm not like having too many friends, right, that I'm following. Okay. Next thing that I want you to do, and I've actually never had anybody do this before, but I'm excited to try. So this is where you'll need my Flowdesk password. So every week on Mondays, I send a newsletter. So I want you to start, I'll do the newsletter for like the nutrition boot camp call. Actually, no, I'm going to have you do that too. So I'll do a separate training on, let me write that down. I'll do a separate training on how to do the Flowdesk just so that I can like screen share and it will just be specific to creating that newsletter. But then I'm going to start sending a second newsletter that's just value. Like the first one has like the recording from the nutrition bootcamp call, our weekly meal plan, like my episode, my podcast episode from the week. And then like links to join our challenge group if they haven't yet. So then I want to just start sending a newsletter during the week of just like motivation, right? And I'm thinking probably Wednesdays, just hump day, right? And so that's when you can go from my page, my Instagram and or Facebook and log into my account so that you can just copy it instead of having to retype it out. Because if you try to do it from your profile and copy it, it won't let you. But if you go in from my profile and like tap the 3 dots, you can like copy and paste the caption without deleting it or whatever. And then just use my content to create a newsletter post that's just like motivational. You can use the picture that I used in my post and any others from my feed that you think like fit with the message and whatever. So I'll do a separate training about Flowdesk newsletters, both on the Monday one and the Wednesday one. So look for that. Okay. And remind me about it if you're like, she still doesn't send me that. So, but yeah, I wrote it down. Okay. And then as far as what I said earlier, like, and I wrote down a note to remind myself, when you're in those like Facebook messages and you like screenshotted, oh, this person actually talked about like Beachbody something, and making sure they're in my TeamZ. When you go to do TeamZ, like 5 follow-ups, just make sure, like type their name in the search bar and just make sure they're in there. Just so that you can make sure that they're in there. Cool. So I'll pair it, the Flowdesk training with like a TeamZ training, about how to use TeamZ and how I like to add people and stuff so that you can keep the system going that way. Okay. So that's everything. That's everything that I want you to do. So again, just check email, and then just mark as unread the ones that are important and then unsubscribe for the ones that you're like, nope, I don't think this matters to her. Facebook messages and leave the groups to me. Don't read those, but a lot of Facebook messages are just going to be those birthday messages. So it's just going to be like replying, like someone said like, oh, thank you. And you can, and then I have scripts. I have ditto scripts that are like, of course you deserve it. If they said like, thank you, it was a great day. And if they just said, thank you, then I have to say, of course, how was your day? Right. And I literally like, that is always what I say to the, so I'm like, someone else can do that. Someone else can do that. Right. So I'll share all those scripts with you. And then just leave the groups to me. And then if it's something that I need to reply to, then just screenshot it, text it to me. Instagram, if it's something that I need to reply to, save it in a collection, in the messages collection, I'll get to it. Okay. Then you're going to add, connect, invite, follow up, and then invite from my transformation photos, follow up with people from the 1st to the 5th of each month with the new month's focus. And then the last 2 days of the month with like a, hey, it's the last 2 days of the month. I always like to reward people with a personal development book for saying yes to them so we can start next month strong. Are you going to do it with me? Okay. And then unfollow on Instagram for 5 minutes, newsletters Monday and Wednesday, and that's everything. Cool. Okay. Please let me know if you have any questions. I hope you could hear this. I love you. Okay. You're amazing. Thank you.